Hey guys, this is Robert from CritGames.com, bringing you another segment of Dungeon Mastering. This time I'm going to bring you my own Dungeon Master's Toolbox. This is what I use on my own personal games when I play Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition, and I break this out for every game that I play. It's always good to have some extra sets of dice around. Have these for players or have some extra dice for myself to throw around. Got the extra dice sets ready. This is really cool. I use quilting rulers, and these are nice rulers because you have 1 to 6 inches, a little bit extra on the side here, but these are nice and thick and a small size. I'll hand these out to my players, and this is what I'll use, for my players to, measure something on the game. They have this, sitting in front of them, ready to go. Nice and durable set of rulers. Again, these are little quilting rulers. The company is Duritz, who makes them. Having these around is great. This is a set of wet erase markers and pencils. Always good to have pencils around. I throw a piece of acrylic down on top of our mats, and then I'll use these to draw on top to have different shapes around. It's really good to have a different set of colors in there, and the pencils for the character sheets and kits for that. Um, what else is inside of here? So we have for generic um, tokens, I have these glass beads. And what I use these for, if the player sees something on the map, they're not sure exactly what it is, I'll throw one of these down. Or it's just really nice to have a generic token available for different gameplay, just to indicate, hey, this thing that's going on in the story is over here, and you have a representation there on your map ready to go. Um, I also have sets of extra large D20s. My original intent for these guys was to hand them out for inspiration. Now we just kind of use them as our main D20, so it's really easy to see the different die rolls. We'll have all use these, or my players will use these, so it's really easy to read and see. It's kind of fun to throw one of these down in your games to have a D20 around this nice and big. These are sets of randomization dice. So these guys, if you play wargaming, you'll recognize these. These are scatter dice. They have the different arrows on them, so you can throw these down if you need some randomization of something moving or maybe something thrown. And it's got a direct hit side to show that hey, this is hit, or if you get the arrow to show the different direction for it. I have a whole bunch of these around. These dice are sort of locations on the body. It's kind of nice to have something like this if you want maybe something randomized as far as a hit. If it's on your hand or your foot or what have you. It's kind of fun to have sets of dice like that around. Also, we have kind of going along with the randomization. If you have like fire or something spreading, I'll use those scatter die for. And then these are Reaper miniatures. These are the wall of flame and the ball of flame. My players um, set a lot of things on fire in my combat, or it's just really good to have something like this around, a little campfire you can set down, that type thing with the ball of flame, or have the fire ready to go. Anyway, a whole section dedicated to my toolbox that has fire ready to go. Also here, we take a look. I'll show you what these guys are. So these are mini poker chips, and they're numbered, which is really great. So I actually use these for damage on monsters. It goes 1, 2, 5, 10, 25. The last one here is 50. I'll actually just set these down next to the monsters during combat. So instead of kind of keeping track on the side, I'll throw these down and keep track of the damage that way. It makes it nice and quick to throw down damage, and then you can up the number as the damage is going up. So it's a nice way to kind of track and to keep things moving along. Um, actually, I'll show you these real quick. These are, if you've been following our recent RPG player kit Kickstarter, these are the inspiration um, tokens that we just released for our bonus stretch goal. And these are ones that I would hand these out to my players when they do something that's worthy of an inspiration, and they can hand it back to me to spend it. It's really great actually to have just chips or something available inside of your kit, ready to go for different games. Those ones in particular for the RPG player kit. So it's really nice to have those around. These are also different poker chips. These ones in particular, they're from See if you can see it there. This is Coplo Games, and it's just different colors of mini poker chips. There's a lot of things that maybe happen during the game. If you want to differentiate different monster groups, or what I like to use them for is I'll have the different colors and coordinate them with sets of conditions. So, for instance, taking a set of green to show which monsters or even players get, say, like poisoned in a game, and then I'll throw down the respective condition card for the poisoning that's happening. Throw that down in front of a player. It's just kind of a nice way to coordinate the figure and what's happening um, as a condition in the game. You can pick up these condition cards or combat cards um, from our store at crickgames.com. The combat cards are more for conditions, or not conditions, but things that are happening in combat that you might need. You can take a look at those. And then we have sets of these are the bonuses that I did for that Kickstarter. So we have the inspiration cards, intoxicated as a original condition as part of the sort of beta testing for D&D, and then sets of these which are the initiative cards 1 through 12. It has all the bonuses in here as well. The combat card decks comes with 1 through 6, and these have the 7 through 12. I have these available to hand out during initiative and encounters to really kind of streamline that. Anyway, this is the kit that I use. I break it out for each game. If you have different things you have in your own Dungeon Master kit, things you can't live without, things you bring to every game, let me know in a comment. You can find me online on Twitter at Crick Games LLC. Like or subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let us know there if you like these videos, and if you want to see more. Especially bring that feedback, so the kind of build a community around the things that you use as a dungeon master for dungeon mastering, the tools and that type of thing. You can also find us on different social media outlets. Visit our website crickgames.com and game on.